Our house guest is a fugitive, that's what you're telling me.
It doesn't mean she's a criminal.
So the law is after her because...
Brian, do you trust me or not?
Olivia Cudahy, she's an attorney. She's one of the best. I can set up a meeting for you. I'll cover the cost of the meeting. Is that enough? Does that work for you?
This isn't about money.
Well, then what is it about?
It's about my family. I have a daughter, and my husband molests young girls. He's smooth, smart, always charming. He's so sincere when he talks about his love for Emma. The judge was convinced. I think T's even convinced himself. But Emma's growing up. What will T's love turn into? What will he see when he looks at my little girl?
So your husband... Your ex-husband is a predator. Why couldn't you prove it?
When's the last time proof landed smack in your hands? All the other wives would gush about how lucky I was. Great guy, great husband, loving, attentive, generous. Coaching girls soccer at the field all those afternoons. He'd cheer them on, I'd cheer him on. But slowly the girls drifted away. Just stopped playing.
Well, I mean, something's got to give, right? Better they give up soccer than they're home.
Yeah, that's what she said, too. And it made sense to me. Until I ran into the little blonde forward who wouldn't meet my eyes. And then the wiry goalie who pretended she didn't see me and took off in the opposite direction.
Could be a dozen reasons.
But we know why. Ryan, why can't you just believe it?
It's not his fault. People don't want to believe these things actually happen. Nice, normal guys don't have ugly secrets. I didn't think so either. Until I hit the wrong button on his computer. And files popped open. Those girls. Hundreds of them. Fresh, smiling, innocent girls. And the pictures were just the beginning. I came home late from a meeting. And T had visitation that day. And the babysitter was still there. And she was crying. And she bolted as soon as I walked in. And T gave me some story. Oh, poor kid, all torn up over some boy. But I went to the sitter the next day. T had handed her a pina colada. Told her she was pretty. Smart. Such an interesting young woman. Here, have another drink. He cranked out the charm and the liquor, took her virginity, and then said he only did what she wanted. Too late for regrets.
And why isn't this guy doing time as we speak? And the babysitter wouldn't file a complaint.
Denied it happened. Denied she even told me. Folks didn't want to believe it, so I'm just the bitter wife in a messy divorce.
He went for joint custody and he won.
And he had to run.
I owed Emma that. But before you ask, no, he hasn't touched her. She's still too young for him, but what happens when she's not?
Annie came to the Miranda Center for help, and I promised her I would do whatever it takes.
I'm sorry, the Miranda Center now is about breaking custody agreements and kidnapping?
No, none of this will ever touch the center.
You have no idea how amazing your sister's been.
Yeah, well, maybe she'll fill me in now since she didn't before.
I'm sorry, without secrecy, this network is useless.
Network? This isn't just you?
For some people, the only way out of danger is to disappear. And until we can relocate Annie and Emma for good, she needed a safe haven, and that's why I brought her here. T's hired detectives, Ryan.
And it all clicks into place. Aiden.
I can't risk moving Annie right now, not with T and Aiden so close. When T moves on, when he looks elsewhere...
I'll do whatever it takes to keep my daughter safe. I should probably go check on the munchkins.
Yeah.
Summer locked indoors is tough on little kids. Thank God for DVDs and singing monkeys, right?
How can you be so cold? That woman needs our help, Ryan.
And what if that woman has found the perfect way to steal a child? Custody battles get ugly.
What is wrong with you, Ryan? You think she's lying?
It's possible. It happens.
And children are victimized by their own parents. That happens too, Ryan.
Yeah, and we would know that firsthand, wouldn't we,
Yes.
Erin? Which is maybe why a stranger spins some rotten father son of a bitch story at you and you buy into it like that.
And maybe your history with Greg Madden's by calling this woman, this innocent woman, a child stealer.
Yeah, it's true. I know firsthand what it's like for somebody else to decide whether you get to see your child. I do. I had to fight like hell to help raise Spike. And maybe that's what this guy T's doing. I mean, who knows?
You cannot do this. You can't do this. You can't think like this.
Where are you in all this? Because you did Jaden, right?
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't he the first bit of happiness you've ever had because of a woman and her daughter?
Damn straight, Ryan. A child is at risk here, okay? And I did it for Aiden too. He's got a life, he's got a career, and if he keeps quiet about his girlfriend aiding and abetting a fugitive, he could lose his PI license, right? He could end up in prison, Ryan.
It's nice, so you're protecting Aiden, but not you. Look, let me just give Annie a whole bunch of money, enough money for her to get out of here. We'll never see her again.
Yeah, but T might. And that's the point, Ryan. He gets Annie arrested. He gets custody of this little girl.
There's got to be another way. There has got to be another way. Let me take over. Let me look into it.
What? You're going to start asking questions about a woman you're not even supposed to know? Subtle, Ryan.
Handle it.
You listen to me. A woman and a child's safety are my responsibility. So if I need to move Annie and Emma, and if I need to go with them, then I will do it.
Okay, stop. Annie can stay for a while.
And you will back off and you'll let me do what I need to do?
You're in this deep, Erin. I don't have to like it.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you. You're doing a really good thing here. You might be saving a little girl.